Hello and welcome to this Python tutorial. So in the previous tutorial we created our first layers of our neural network. This is the input layer and the first hidden layer. And now in this tutorial we're going to add the second hidden layer. Alright, so this is going to be a very quick tutorial because what we'll basically do is just to copy this line. Alright, copy and paste it here because we will use of course the same method, which is this add method, and the same parameter inside this method, which is the dense function with the same parameters, except one, which, as you might have guessed, is the input dim parameter. And why is that? It's because, as I explained in the previous tutorial, we needed to specify this input dim parameter for the first hidden layer because no layer was created yet, and therefore this hidden layer here didn't know what to expect as input nodes. So that's why we had to specify that it should expect 11 input nodes, and these 11 input nodes are nothing else than our 11 independent variables. But here for the second hidden layer, well, it knows what to expect because the first hidden layer was created, so we don't need to specify any input dim parameter here, so we can remove it. All right, and then what do we have left? We have our output dim parameter. And the tip that I gave you in the previous tutorial to choose the number of nodes in the hidden layer if we don't want to be an artist still applies for this second hidden layer. So we will keep this average of the number of nodes in the input layer and the number of nodes in the output layer. That is 1 plus 11 divided by 2. That is 6. So we keep 6 here. Same, we need to initialize the weights for this second hidden layer. And we will keep this uniform method that initializes the weights randomly and makes sure that the weights are given small numbers close to 0. And eventually we have this activation parameter. And remember in the previous tutorial I explained that the activation function is recommended to be the rectifier function for the hidden layers and the sigmoid function for the output layer. So here, since we are dealing with the second hidden layer, we are still choosing the rectifier activation function. So that's all. We are ready to add this second hidden layer. So I'm going to select this line and execute. All right, perfect. We successfully added the second hidden layer. So great, that's done, and we are ready to move on to the next step. And what is the next step going to be? Well, as you might have guessed, since you know we are only adding 2 hidden layers in our artificial neural network, well, the next step will be about adding the final layer, that is the output layer. So we'll do that in the next tutorial, and until then, enjoy deep learning!